At the Kitchen Table with Soraida and Friends is proudly sponsored by Classic Homes. We make it better than new with the classic touch.
You got too many cooks living in the kitchen. You don't know what you've been missing.
Welcome to At the Kitchen Table with Soraida and Friends. Big episode today, 20th episode. And I cannot think of two more beautiful or inspiring women to be on this episode. And I'm so grateful and blessed. I am going to give you both the opportunities and we will talk more about who you are. That's not definitely summed up in 30 seconds, but let's give them a little teaser. Nail butter. Let's go, Aniah.
Hello, my name is Aniah. I'm 22. I'm a business student at Lane Community College. And yeah, that sums me up.
Oh, no, I believe there's way more to that, but we'll get into that.
My name is Becka Bonner. I am 42, so I got 20 years, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. I have been a community driver, I guess, my entire life. I currently founded and run the nonprofit Radness and Ensues. I've owned Becka Makes Buttons, a pin back button making company, for almost 15 years. And I serve on a board at ROC, Recovery Outreach Community Center, and volunteer my time whenever, wherever, however makes sense that I have time for, and still try to make sure to take care of my mental health and have time for myself. Oh, and I also serve on KPAC.
Yeah, that's what you remembered right now. So I think that I would love listeners and viewers to hear about, everyone has a story, right? That's where we're put on this earth. But yours is truly amazing in how I would say that when I say the term scars are cool, I think, and I say it, scars are cool. Like this scar meant this and this scar meant that you wouldn't be the person that you are unless you had those scars. So tell me a little bit about Radness and Ensues and what you're willing to share.
Well, on the surface, it's a community center. You know, our focus is music and art and providing a safer space. And I say safer because there's no such thing as a safe space. Mm-hmm. Like a safe is always depending on who is present, you know. So safer, it gives you the opportunity to look at what else you can do, what more can you do. How can you adapt? It kind of puts it out there that you're still growing. Whereas if you just say that something is safe, then it's like it's done, it's finished. But nothing is ever really done or finished. So we're a safer, sober space for our community. Our focus is on youth and families, but we're open to everyone. We have a free art station. We host all ages shows that are most often youth-led. So we kind of let the youth kind of run the show. We have a button station, so Becka Makes Buttons lives inside of it. Part of that is because we're the cornerstone of the youth internship program that we're getting ready to launch. It was something that I really needed when I was a kid growing up, and so did my friends. We needed alternatives to kind of what we were doing. We needed respite. We needed safe spaces. So there's a lot that comes from it. I definitely pull from my own life experience, but the thing is that everyone that has helped to build it, they're all community drivers, and they're all people that have been working really hard to create something special, and a lot of times on their own. And so Radness and Ensues, we just kind of pull the talents of everyone together, and then it's also growing and adapting depending on who comes in that door. So whatever our community needs, we work together to try to provide that for them. So with that, we're kind of like malleable, you know, like our community really wanted a clothing closet. So we made room and we created a clothing closet. We had a fridge donated to us, and people are like, oh, this is great. I can bring, you know, the stuff I'm not going to use, and we can give it to our community. So we have a free fridge and a free pantry and a free art station where people take all their, you know, the projects that got left behind, or the closet that's full of crafting stuff they never have time for, and they bring it to us. We offer it free to our community by providing space, and everything's kind of organized on this little island. So anybody can just come in and make art, which is also very healing. So the goal is to provide access to different paths of healing, and without dictating like, this is how you heal or this is how you should be. it's more free flowing and supportive. So it's like, if you have an interest, let's, talk together and figure it out and see how we can help you grow that interest. And then also just kind of like, mental health is not a taboo topic there. So, if someone's having a bad day and they just want to sit and stare at the wall, that's totally okay too. You can read a book, you can hang out, you can engage with others, and build community. And that's really the goal is building community. And that looks different to each person. So we just kind of grow and adapt and change and shift with our community as it takes place.
I love that. And what I love when you're talking about what you do, your face lights up and it fills my cup. You're so sincere and you are authentically you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Even then, your face just lights up. Like, you are completely authentic and great. And what do you know anything about Radness and Ensues or Becka Makes Buttons?
Not too much. I did look it up a little bit, but it's definitely interesting hearing your story in person, and I can't wait to learn even more about it.
Thank you.
This is my love language. You know that. Let's go. Let's talk about your big block party and all those successes. Come on, you got to pat yourself on the back. You are such a humble woman, but come on.
Well, it's because it's not just me. Like, I have an idea.
Right, but it's like a team, right?
It is. It's absolutely a team.
Yeah, it's a team effort, but you had to have the coach.
Yeah. If my team didn't show up, I would be lost, and I like to do things with the idea that I'm going to have to do things alone, but then very grateful when I don't. But we did our 1-year anniversary. We wanted to celebrate the diversity in our community. So Kaiser is 30% diverse, and that means essentially not white, and we don't really have a lot of things that highlight that or include that in Kaiser. And it's very unfortunate. And a lot of it is, I think people just don't know where to start or how, or maybe they're afraid. And because we already started with a very diverse foundation, it's not difficult for us to kind of pull from that. And so my goal was, I wanted to highlight our community and give people the opportunity to learn about the more marginalized population that we have here. And also for them to feel seen and to feel heard. It's really important. And so when we put the block party together, we just invited a lot of different organizations and kind of pulled everybody together, and it was beautiful. We had a lot of integration. It's actually the first event that none of our staff was really stressed out. I wasn't stressed out. Everybody had a wonderful time, from the patrons to our vendors to our volunteers, and it was very, very successful. We served well over 300 people that day. Free food, connection, music. It was a lot of fun, and look forward to doing it again next year.
What does that mean to you when she says like that? Or like, how do you feel?
It's something that I want to get into. I would love to be able to give back to my community as much as they've given back to me. And I want to find more opportunities to be able to do that.
Do you think you are limited in your opportunities?
Not limited necessarily, but I guess I just kind of struggle to put myself out there and find those opportunities.
So what advice do you have to give to her when she says she struggles to find them? Like, maybe when you're in that uncomfortable zone of growing up when you're 22.
Well, I was thinking about it, like when I was 22, I've always kind of been on my own island. I guess is the best way I can describe it. Like, I recently found out that I'm autistic, so it's been helping me. I've been learning about that, and it's been helping me to understand that. So whenever I couldn't find something that I was interested in, I just created it. And that's kind of how I've always been. So if you have an interest, if there's something you want to do, don't be afraid to take the initiative and definitely look, research, try to find it. But if you can't, don't be afraid to create it, because chances are there's going to be other people who feel like you, who maybe they're also looking for that, but they're waiting for somebody to start. And a lot of times, like some of my best ideas grew from just two friends hanging out at the kitchen table. That's legit. Like,
I love that.
Yeah, like just going, I wish there was, I wish I had, I wish we had. And then
Let's create it. I love those
Yeah.
three words.
Yeah.
If we don't have it, let's create it.
Mhm.
Right? Somebody did.
Yeah. Like we're only limited by our own thoughts and beliefs. You know, if we switch that from like switch our way of thinking from like, oh, I've never seen or I could never to I wonder if. And that's where a lot of my ideas started. Like, I wonder if, or I wonder what would happen if I, you know, and then just kind of go with that. And, you know, don't be afraid, you know, or be afraid and do it anyway. And don't be afraid is actually kind of the wrong thing to say. It's because fear exists no matter what. Just do it anyway. You know, don't let the fear stop you from trying to see what you're capable of because you might surprise yourself.
And feel free. Well, you can answer this question now. What weighs on your mind, or what are you afraid of right now at your age?
Oh, so much. I think I'm always afraid of the what ifs. What if I do this? But also, what if I don't? But really, what if I do something and I succeed? If that makes sense.
It totally makes sense. I don't think that that's any different than even myself at 50. Like, what if I do this? What if I don't do it? So maybe that's a little bit of self-doubt
Mm-hmm.
and not taking the jump. But what if I mean, there's totally two different things. So how do you give yourself the courage to do something, Aniah?
I usually just end up doing it without thinking about it. Kind of like a YOLO.
That's absolutely the right attitude for it, though. You
Yeah.
know? It's true. You really only live once.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are you going to do with this precious gift of a life that you have?
Exactly.
Might as well try.
So what advice would you give to the 20-somethings that are out there?
You know, like, what if I succeed or what if I fail? Those are all real, real questions. Thing is you're never going to find the answer if you don't try, you know? So it's always, I feel, you know, no matter what, there's so many projects I've picked up and put down. And I used to think like, you have to stick through, you got to finish, you know, but sometimes that is the finishing point is just what you've learned from it to learn that now it's time to pivot and do something else that makes more sense, you know, so you kind of build off of the idea. So essentially, you know, what if you succeed? Well, great. What if you fail? It's a learning, it's a tool to learn from.
It's a learning moment.
Yeah. So there's never, no matter what, you did it. You tried. You saw where you could take it. You saw how far you could take it. You saw what you did. And there's always something to learn from that, regardless if it's a failure or a success. So it's the school of life, you know? So I think that the fear is valid. Again, just do it, you know? But the fear of success is like, well, it's going to create more work. But, you know, no matter what you do, there's going to be work involved. So
Absolutely. And I think that you two are both great examples. I say you're 30, you say you're 40, whatever. I
was born in 83.
I want the proof. Is that you both are great examples that the younger people, like I can see her looking at you just like in admiration. And to know, and there's younger people that are in your walk that admire you just the same way. Is it to remind everyone and each other that we're just trying to do the best we can and lift each other up.
Yeah. What's your biggest passion? I'm curious. Like what is it that gets you up in the morning that makes you the happiest?
You know, I'd say my biggest passion is I just want to help people. That's all I care about, really. That's my motivation. I want to help people. I want to be in a spot in life where I can be happy with myself. And the biggest thing I'd say is I don't want to be in my 30s wishing that I had accomplished things that I had on my mind in my 20s and just didn't have the courage to take the leap.
I think you're full of courage. If I could, and I know that you're the same, if I could just put all the courage in all the kiddos and erase the self-doubt, I would in a second, because I look at you and I just see so many great things about you, and you too. You like so many great things that you're doing, and self-doubt is real.
Well, and the unfortunate thing is that it's ingrained in us from birth, so it's not like a baby doesn't grow up doubting itself. We walk and we run and some of us fly, I mean, my mom always said that I didn't really learn how to walk at first. I would just stand and run. So I broke my nose, so that's,
you almost made me spit out my water. Fun fact.
Yeah. Like I broke my nose learning how to walk because I clearly didn't pace myself even as a child. So, but babies have this wonderful gift that they're born with, and that's they don't have self-doubt. They just know their feelings and emotions, and so they feel them. And over time, we kind of get the self-doubt gets kind of pushed in us and takes away from that discovery and exploration that is actually a natural gift that we're born with. So I always like my biggest inspiration is just watching kids explore.
Oh, that's great. Just good. I love that.
Yeah.
Especially you have such a unique opportunity. They're making buttons and they're being creative.
Yeah. So I mean, like self-doubt, it's there, but it's not real. If you know what I mean, like it's in there, but it wasn't like a gift we were born with,
So what are some tools if people are listening to this or watching this and they think, okay, so how do I combat that self-doubt? How do you combat that self-doubt?
Self-affirmations. Like it sounds cheesy, but if you listen any self-help book, like I'm a huge fan of Jen Sincero. She does the whole like You're a Badass series of books, and
you both are badasses. We're all badasses here, every one of you.
I love her stuff. And really, it's just like, it sounds cheesy, but it's just looking at yourself every day in the mirror and going, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. And whatever the affirmation is, whatever it is that you need to believe. And for me, whatever feels the most uncomfortable is what you should start with. It's like, oh, I am capable and I'm strong and I'm courageous. If that feels like something you're kind of shying away from, like, I don't deserve to say that, then make that the thing
or
that you tell yourself
worthy.
every day. Yeah. Yeah. It's really important because you are. You absolutely are. You're capable of anything. So are you. Like we all are.
But self-doubt is real. What have you learned so far on this podcast?
I've learned a lot, honestly.
All in 20 minutes. We're not done yet.
It's definitely very eye-opening about, how self-doubt works. And I agree. I try to say affirmations to myself too. I think that is a very big part of confidence and just being comfortable with who I am.
Thank you for being open and honest and just throwing yourself at the kitchen table. You didn't know what you were coming into, did you?
I didn't, but this is fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's crucial conversations.
Yeah.
And sometimes crucial conversations are uncomfortable.
Can be.
They can be, but I mean, like, look at the things we figure out. So tell me, both of you ladies, and I can ask this, you said you were talking about 30% of Kaiserites. So what are we doing well, and how can we do better? And you could say we're not doing well.
Honestly, I think better is good. Connecting with our community more, like something, like one of the things is like we have a very large Islander presence here in Kaiser, but we didn't have any of that represented at our event, and so that tells me that we need to do better reaching out to our Islander community. Like I think just the biggest thing is seeing that we're all human beings and we're all deserving of kindness and love and respect and dignity. A lot of patience is really required because a lot of times, people look at language barriers and they'll think that, oh, I don't have anything in common with this person. But the fact of the matter is all it is a language barrier. Like most of us are really the same if you take the time to get to know them.
Well, we have Google Translator and the new AirPods.
Yeah, I just heard
Translate.
about those. Yeah. So, I think that working to create more opportunities for diversity is something that's on the right track. And we definitely need more of that. I think that, I would really like to see more diversity in the Kaiser City Council. I would like to see more diversity in the other Kaiser groups. It's as a community, we have 30% diversity, and it's not reflected in our city council. It's not reflected in our boards and the things that kind of govern and run the city and run our community. And I think that's a problem. And the nice thing about problems is problems have solutions. And it's really talking, engaging, and coming from a place where we want to learn and understand about the other. Not like, hey, I've got this great opportunity that you should do. It's more of like, hey, I noticed that you're not really, I don't feel connected to you. Can we talk about that? Why is that happening? Why are we not more connected? Is there something I'm doing? And I always lead with that, like, is there something I'm doing or not doing that is making it difficult for a connection to build? And
to
how
help
can
bridge
we
the gap?
And how can we fix that? I think more than anything is that desire to be curious, because we don't have all the answers.
And I think we've seen this. This will air in a couple days. I think that we're really seeing that. At least I feel that very heavy divisiveness, whatever side you think on. And just to find our commonalities. Like, I have self-doubt, you have self-doubt, or whoever has self-doubt. We might look different. We might have been grown up different, but this is what it looks like. And how can we help each other and lift each other up?
Well, and I also think, too, that if, as divides grow and people get really stubborn in their points of views, people don't want to budge, and they kind of dig their heels in. And that is a real killer of curiosity. That's a real killer of connection, So
Well said.
It's just to we have to be willing to know that I don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. But somewhere, if we can create a space where we can talk about this openly, honestly, and respectfully, maybe we can find the answer that fits for everyone. And that's definitely something that we need to do better on for everyone, for the sake of humanity.
So, Aniah, I know you're younger than us. You don't sit around and watch city councils. You don't watch the makeup. So how do you feel about just divisiveness in your age group, or how can we do better about including, or how are we as Society of Salem Kaiser excluding, in your opinion?
Well, I don't know. I wish that we were more close. I think that for us young people, I wish that it was easier to make friends. I know I never really see anyone around my age out, and I don't really know how to meet people or where to go. And I definitely don't watch city council, but but I wish there was a way to, spread more positivity and reach out to more diverse communities and bring them together.
So you went to school in Salem?
Yeah, I was homeschooled,
Oh,
so
okay.
that doesn't really help. As far as meeting people, that is.
So how do you meet people at 22?
I'm still trying to figure that out, but I've been going out to different places like Portland for events and stuff, and that's helped, especially the gym. I've met people at the gym, made friends, and then they introduced me to their friends who become my friends. Yeah.
What advice do you have for her to make friends?
That sounds great. I'm actually taking notes from you, because I am a workaholic, proudly. So, people want to hang out with me, and I just tell them to show up at Radness and hang out there, because I also need a lot of time to recharge. So I actually really like my isolation and solitude. I I don't mind going places alone. I go dancing by myself. I go out to dinner
Love
by
that.
myself. I see movies by myself. Like I travel
That's
alone.
your happy,
Yeah.
like recharge.
Yeah, I
like
love
that.
it. So,
And I don't think that you have to. I mean, I think that maybe somebody along the way said you always need to be with someone. I've seen a movie by myself. I don't want people talking to me.
right? Yeah, nothing ruins a concert more than someone talking through the whole thing. You're like, stop. So I think that's great. I mean, like you're already on the right track. You went to a gym. I mean, it's you found something that interested you, and then you connected with other people who were doing that same thing. So it's more conducive to building friendships that make sense because you're not like trying to force a relationship with somebody that's doing complete opposite things of you, or trying to force yourself in a situation that you're not comfortable with, trying to make friends, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sounds like you're already on the right track.
I think so, absolutely. What would you tell a 16-year-old, both of you, that asked you how to get ahead at a job? Like how to maybe be offered a different position?
16, I would invite them to join the youth internship program at Radness and get them some job skills. Like come volunteer, hang out.
Speaking of that, talk a little bit about that.
Oh, so the youth internship program?
How people get involved, sponsor, what it looks like, get more information.
So, well, that I guess we'll have more information out probably next month. We just voted on everything as a board, our last board meeting last week, actually.
And what's a good email then, maybe, too, right?
info@radnessensues.org. That would be the best bet. But yeah, we've got 6 stations for internship, just kind of start getting integrated. We're currently working with a youth intern to help curate the program. Mm-hmm. So we're still kind of in the infantile stages. If you want to get involved directly, Garten Services, we host Garten interns every summer.
I love them.
And we're going to be working with some Salem Kaiser volunteers on Thursdays from 12 to 1 starting this week throughout the school year. So
what's the age group?
For the full-fledged program is going to be 14 to 25. But right now we've been working with the interns that are in the younger demographic of that side, just because it's all been external internships.
And will you? I'm sure you'll need sponsorship dollars, but will you need actual volunteers that are there and putting
definitely
in the hours?
Yeah, we're always onboarding volunteers, and that's just come in Wednesday through Friday and talk to me. We do a full background check through Orchards. It's the most stringent underneath, like. The most stringent background check you can do is if you're working in childcare. We're like right underneath that because we're not a daycare center. Mm-hmm. So everyone gets fingerprinted. Everyone goes through that, like the full background check through Orchards. They let us know if they pass or fail. And then we do onboarding and ongoing training. So working with volunteers, you definitely have to have a lot of patience. We work with a lot of people with special needs. We work with youth. And we're doing constant skill developing, both with ourselves and the community. So patience, dedication, like all of that really matters.
Knowledge is power.
Having an open mind, because be prepared to learn, because nobody has all the answers again. And that's kind of the approach that we have.
When I can walk on water, I'll expect other people to. And let's talk. I know you like costumes. Let's talk about trunk or treat.
So our trunk or treat is going to be October 26th. It's the last Sunday before Halloween every year. This is going to be our second annual. And we are currently looking for $500 sponsorships and $150 sponsorships to hang banners in the back. We served over 700 people last year. It was insane.
Oh, that makes my heart so full. I loved it so much. It could literally bring tears to my eyes. Yeah,
we ran out of candy in 15 minutes. So we definitely need more candy. We're planning and prepping for that. It was very successful. We're very grateful. I did not expect that many people to come through. Croc Center reported there was over 200 families that came through their booth, and we're just like, oh my goodness, like it was wonderful. We do a costume closet. So right now we're accepting donations of new or gently used Halloween costumes. October 1st, we'll start opening the closet so people can come and get costumes. And then the day of the trunk or treat, we open up the closet from 11 to 1. We'll have a face painter there this year, a wonderful youth, Zoe. She's great. She works at Enchanted Forest, and she also does parties for us. So we like to, again, empower our youth. So we hire her. She's going to be doing face painting. And then from 1 to 3, we do the trunk or treat. And from 3:30 till about 7, we've got 4 musicians and just a party, hang out, eat food, dance.
So
have fun.
save the date for the 26th.
Yes.
And the time of the trunk or treat is?
The trunk or treat itself will be 1 to 3.
1
and if you
to 3.
want or need a costume, show up at 11.
11. And then explain again, if people need costumes, they can come by when? Is there certain days or dates?
Yeah. So on Saturdays from 12 to 5, starting in October, you'll be able to come and shop. I say shop. It's a free closet, but you can come browse and peruse, I guess, the costume closet. Yeah, we've already got some stock coming in. Pretty stoked.
I love that. Clean out your closet. Bring the Halloween costume.
Bring us all your Halloween costumes. We're accepting donations anytime. We're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Address?
3837 River Road North. We're right next door to Uptown Music.
And costumes are expensive.
Yeah. And especially like for moms that have like 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah.
Parents with 4 or 5 kids.
Like, can I just buy you a bag of candy? I remember though, last year, I thought I bought a lot of candy. And then it's like, here's a Tootsie Roll. And the kids are like, what? Fail. What is one of your best memories for Halloween?
So growing up, I actually didn't celebrate Halloween.
Mhm.
I'm Jewish,
Mhm.
but lately I've gotten into it as of last year. And my favorite memory is working at a haunted house.
Oh, fun.
That sounds exciting.
It was so fun.
What haunted house?
It was the Nightmare Factory at the school
For the deaf?
Mm-hmm.
Fun. Were you one of the scary people?
Yeah.
What was your costume?
So one time I dressed up as kind of like a zombie. And then the next time it was low-key a mermaid kind of look.
Ninja? Ninja zombie?
Yeah, you could say that. And then I did a clown look. And that's it so far.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
That's
going to do
great.
it again this year?
I want to. We'll see.
You like haunted houses attending?
Not really.
You just like scaring people?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like haunted houses?
I actually do. And
Me too.
They scare me. Like,
Me too, but I love it.
I went to the Enchanted Forest haunted house, and even when I know it's coming, I still jump and I still get scared, and I love it. Like, it's so, I don't like scary movies, but I love haunted houses.
I do too. Before COVID, it was Gresham. They have a haunted house and they can touch you. So they tell you to wear like bad clothes because then you come out with like the fake blood. And I was scared the whole time, but I went. You can tap out. I just love haunted houses. Even when you see them like creep in behind the corner, and you're like, he's coming. And you're like, ah.
Well, it's like the jump scares always get me. It's like, I know I'm walking down the hallway. I know something's coming out. I know, so I could see it at the end of the hall. I know. And still I will jump and I will scream the moment it does. It's just like,
I bet it's the best scream too.
it's so fun. I love it.
I love the Nightmare Factory. Have you been to the Nightmare Factory?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, look it up. I'll give them a shout out. Yeah, it's at the School for the Deaf. It's off of Cherry, maybe.
I think so.
Just look up Nightmare
Yeah.
Factory. It's great. I mean, I would not recommend taking your kids because we don't want any weird core memories, but 18 and over recommend.
Nice.
They will chase you.
Yeah,
Pretend chase you. Did you chase people?
I did.
And why are you smiling about it?
Because that was fun. My favorite was on one of the blackout nights. I decided to hide in a hallway and I'd walk towards people. Mind you, they can't see me. And then I'd just jump out in front of them. I got so many people.
I love that.
Do you guys run tallies on how many people you can scare?
Mm-hmm.
I probably would, wouldn't you?
Huh? Big competition for sure.
Who jumped the highest? What kid would not go through after I scared them when they were in line? Halloween's just a fun holiday. I think.
Is. Yeah.
It's just great. And anyone watching or listening, trunk or treat, call our friend and let her know what you can do. Sponsor, bring over some bags of candy.
Yes, candy, please.
Candy.
Candy.
You see some candy on sale?
Just let us rain in candy. Just a big truckload
and
of candy.
Or, go attend, or how much is it if somebody just wants to do a trunk?
Yeah, if they just want to do a trunk, it's free.
Host a trunk. Like that could just be
bring candy.
A family or friend. Family or friend thing. Just host a trunk and that to me is what's going well. When you can see family and kiddos and grandparents happy and that genuine smile.
Super fun.
That fills my cup, and there's nothing better than that.
Well, and this year we're doing a contest too for crowd favorite for the trunk. So competition. So we're gonna have a fabulous prize for the winner of that. So we're gonna let the patrons vote on their favorite trunk.
Oh, I love that. And I'm going to give you another shout out because you do make the best buttons. And my friend might have had a party, and those big buttons from party or birthday, those big buttons that you get from the fair, you made me the best. How big are those buttons?
They're 6 inches.
6 inches. These buttons, they were huge, and we all wore them out for dinner, and it was fabulous. And again, that's just another example of you bringing joy to our community. So shout out to our jam. Becka. It really is fun. You should go make buttons.
Ooh, I want to.
Yeah, we have a whole creation station. You can make 9 different sizes, buttons, keychains, compact mirrors.
And here's another shout out. They're going to be like, Soraida has a serious crush on Becka. Myself and company's Grand Hotel, we've used her for holiday parties. And
they're super fun.
Holiday parties and employee parties. So she just comes, sets the rate. All you can make keychains, buttons, and so much fun. So much fun and such a good bonding. And people bring their pictures, and it's just great.
I love it too when they bring like their kids to work, and then when they bring going to Salem Hotel is great because everyone always brings all these pictures,
right? And then then all of a sudden you don't have any more. I'm like, holy biscuits! Somebody has like 15 keychains. Becka, bring more keychains next time.
That's a lot of fun. Though,
we challenge unlimited.
Yeah. Well, I love it though because you really get to see what people love, and they really get excited. They bring their pets, they bring pictures of their kids, their families. It's super fun. And the holidays we do holiday ornaments too, so we do ornament parties.
Yes, you've done it for Salem Chamber Business Women's Luncheon. Just when you're looking, anyone watching, be creative. You can do it any time of the year. She'll set the background. You can make as many buttons, and it just spreads joy. And in a time where I think it's any time, I think it doesn't matter if it's 2025 or 2000, but where you can have these heavy moments, you bring that light to maybe a rainy day. And that is genuinely a gift.
I love it. It helps me just as much as it helps others. It's nothing makes me happier than doing button parties. It's a lot of fun. I'm biased because, I'm the one bringing the parties. But
you're like, my parties are the best.
I love convincing people that they are capable of anything. And I love when people will tell me, oh, I don't do art. I can't make art. I can't make anything. And I'm like, can you give me 5 minutes to convince you otherwise? To me, it's a challenge. Can I well, what do you like? And so you go through the stickers. And it's I can usually it's only been a few times I haven't been able to convince somebody that they can make something themselves. And
you're
it's
challenge accepted.
Yeah. It takes literally less than 30 seconds to make the button itself. But the creative process of putting all the things on it that you want to do, that you really love, that showcases this is me, this is who I am. That part is great. And I love being able to kind of pull that out of people so that they're like, oh, I made this, it's great.
It really is a gift. I know you want to make a button, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Sign me up.
You go visit her, make some buttons. It's on me.
She's not joking.
I know. I'm not joking. It's on me. Go.
So just I want everyone to make buttons.
Yeah, go be button happy. That'll be my if all of us are just wearing buttons.
I should have brought my best.
Becka was here. I love. So what is something that is happening, Salem Kaiser, or you could even online, like a product, a restaurant, a organization that you feel needs to be highlighted or people should know about?
Oh, Oh, wow. There's so many. I'm like thinking, Black Joy Farms is really great.
Tell me. I don't know about
so
this.
Black Joy Farms, they have a farm here in Kaiser,
Oh, yeah, I've
and
heard. Yeah, tell me
they
more.
work together and they harvest. I've been volunteering there when I have time to help harvest the produce, and then they do deliveries to our community members that maybe can't get out to get to food banks and stuff like that. And plus, it's like fresh, like it's organic.
So do people go on their website and maybe sign up if they want?
Yeah. I would definitely sign up to volunteer, sign up to just check them out. I think that Julie Ray Joy is doing some really great work with the community on that side of it, definitely. And it's just, it's a great feeling, like feeding. I don't think there's anything better than feeding people.
I agree.
And so, the farm is great and feeding people is lovely. And it just, you can't go wrong if you dedicate your time to feeding people. And I definitely think that more people should support that, especially.
There you go, Nia. You're gonna go out with a whole list.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, where do I start?
That'd be fun. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And then what about you? Is there some super product for the 22-year-old? Or something you saw on TikTok or a place you just ate where you're like, how did I not know about this?
Honestly,
No?
not really. I cook at home.
Okay. Is there an event that you've attended in the last year where I want to go back to that again? Where's your favorite place to shop right now?
Online.
Is there a certain website?
There's no shame. There's no
Boo-hoo?
shame.
There's no. I'm just, what was your favorite cereal growing up?
Cheerio?
Regular Cheerios or Honey Nut?
Honey Nut.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So
Nice.
solid.
There is this one restaurant that I did discover lately. It's called Kaiser Pho.
Okay.
It's actually really good.
I've been wanting to check that out.
Yeah.
Actually.
What'd you
You
have?
should. I had the combination noodle salad,
Okay.
and it has like the vermicelli noodles with, I think it's 3 meats.
Oh.
And then,
What 3 meats did you get?
yeah, it's beef, chicken, and pork. I didn't eat the pork, but you can also get shrimp too. And then veggies like carrots, lettuce, cucumber, and then
Solid. You really made me work for that one.
Sorry, I'm
No,
quiet.
sorry. See, I knew you'd get there. That sounds delicious. How was the price point?
It wasn't too bad. I think I paid around $16 for it.
But you had leftovers.
Oh yeah,
That's not bad.
it's a
Right.
huge portion.
Sounds like dinner tonight is
Right.
the Kaiser Pho.
Those are
And you
fun.
gotta have their spring rolls. They're
Oh.
amazing.
Okay, good. I love a good spring roll and some good leftovers,
Hmm.
right? When you can make 1 meal, 2 meals,
Mm-hmm.
that's a win.
Yeah.
So fall comes up and I will hear different things. I want the pumpkin cappuccino. What excites you about fall?
Pho. If I'm being honest,
Okay,
pho.
I love soup.
It's soup season. Yeah,
soup
I was
is
like,
one of my favorites.
I gotta get a crock pot because I was like thinking soups. I'm living alone for the first time in years, and I was like, crock pot, like,
right? And then
it's
soup gets
season.
better the more you add to it and the more days it's out there.
Yeah.
Soup tastes way better on day 3 than day 1.
Yeah, I've actually been daydreaming about soups as the weather gets as the shift is happening. I'm like, ooh, it's soup season. Like I'm very excited.
What's your favorite soup? Or do you have a couple?
I used to make a really bomb chili, like 15 years ago when I used to cook more regularly. So I kind of want to do a chili. I'd like to try my own pho.
Oh yeah.
I also really want to do like a chicken and rice noodle soup. I've been really curious about because I've been experimenting with rice.
You can
and boiled
experiment.
chicken.
I'll be a taste tester.
So I really want to do like this, like, you know how like do like chop up the little celery and get some couscous and like I've got these ideas in my head for like putting this all together, and like
What kind of noodles would you use?
I really like egg noodles.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Egg noodles are because they're light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they absorb the soup really well without like giving that real like, it's not chalky, but like the starchy thing that you get from like macaroni noodles or something like that. Like,
I love that. Yeah, it's like the egg flour droppy noodles.
Yeah.
What's your favorite soup, Aniah?
Pho.
Okay, if you had to pick one meat to go into the pho, what is it?
Beef,
Okay.
of course.
Okay.
But
I didn't know that.
I also like chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Another soup that I've been into lately is the lasagna soup.
Oh,
It's
tell
all
me.
over TikTok lately.
I knew TikTok would come out. I just had to keep picking it. Tell me about it. Is it like tomato based? Is it clear based?
It's tomato based. So it's basically everything, in lasagna, but turned into a soup base. And then you crush up the lasagna noodles
That sounds
and
good.
then add cheese and then top it
Cheese
with
is
ricotta.
fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Just start a recipe podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
Sent soup contest. That could be. We could
Ooh.
add that to the side of one of your
Soup contest.
instead of a chili contest, like in the fall,
chicken
Yeah,
and
that
rice
would be
soup
fun.
contest.
right? Because everybody does a chili contest, but just the soups that people have, like the mulligatawny or the Italian. I love me some soup.
Soup is so good. Because with good soup also comes good bread usually. So
It's all the things.
It's all the
and
things.
it doesn't it doesn't weigh you down. Like you eat it and
Soup season.
yeah, I love soup. You had to pick soup or like a pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, soup.
Soup. Definitely
Right?
soup. I can't have pumpkin spice latte because it has cloves in it. And I'm
Oh.
allergic, so soup all the way.
Yeah, I've never been a big pumpkin spice, but yeah, soup
Yeah,
for
me
the
either.
win. I wish there was a soup restaurant.
Yeah, I like a full belly over a numb face. So soup.
Solid. You hear that? Full belly. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I love it so much. So, talked about a lot of things. I feel like we've talked about places you can volunteer. We've definitely talked about trunk or treat and all the darn things Radness and Ensues goes. We've talked about the challenges of just growing up, and you are still growing up. Don't. I think that we put too much pressure on ourselves sometimes. If this is what 22 looks like, or this is what 40 looks like, or this is what 50 looks like, and I don't believe that. I think you are exactly who you are right now.
It's important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I just want you to go slay the day. What is a good book that you've read that you would recommend to people?
You Are a Badass by Jensen Chernow. I've been reading it over and over and over again. It's like a constant loop in my morning routine. So,
And do you think that's a good book for any age group?
yes, especially, I mean, she wrote that book when she was entering her 40s. So it feels good to like, it feels very connected because I'm in my 40s, but it's just very empowering and uplifting and gives a lot of things to think about and consider as far as just owning your life. And it's definitely been very impactful for me.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Do you have a book or a favorite book? How about a favorite book? You don't even have to say a book you should read or I should read. How about your favorite book?
My favorite book at the moment is called The Engagement Party.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a thriller in a way.
Is it a series?
It's not.
Okay.
I wish it was.
And you already read it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about it. I'm a badass in the engagement party.
What's it about? The engagement party. What's it about?
So it's about a woman who gets engaged to a guy from a wealthy family, and they go to their engagement party and someone dies and they blame her. Yeah.
See, that sounds like way better than a Hallmark movie. I'm
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. The engagement party.
That sounds cool. I thought
Right?
it was going to be a love story. No, it's a murder mystery.
Who done it? It's a who done it. I think that you both are great examples because you both can, while I'm looking at you, we can go through all these different topics and you smile and you laugh and just your inner being of good radiates?
Just do me.
Exactly. Like
I don't know who else to be. I'm just
me.
me.
Exactly right. Unapologetically, be unapologetically you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. You have any final thoughts before we end the podcast, Aniah? Was this podcast exactly what you thought it would be? And if it wasn't, how is it different?
Oh, so much more than I thought it would be. I'd say I'm very comfortable talking to you too. And I've learned a lot, not only about myself, but about you. And I can't wait to do this again.
Well, you're definitely invited back. I can't wait. When I look at you, I'm so happy about what the future looks like because there's beautiful human beings like you in this world.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And was this what you thought it would be like?
Well, like
you just go with it. That's the best thing about it. You're just like, whatever. Like, here I am.
I think I just did a podcast last Tuesday or Tuesday, couple weeks ago, last week. I don't know. I do a lot of podcasts. So everyone has its own flavor. So I don't ever I come with zero expectations other than just being myself and having a good time and making the most of it. So I usually say yes to almost every podcast opportunity because I feel like it's a good way to shine a light on Radness and the work I'm doing. And it's usually fun because I get to know people better. Like I didn't know that there was going to be another guest. So I'm super stoked to get to meet you. So yeah, I just kind of roll with it and I just happy for the experience. So thank you. Yeah, no, thank you both. You are both just shining lights and you are both what's going well in the Willamette Valley. Thank you, Becca.
Thank you.
That's what's going well. And I wish I could highlight every week, every individual's personality. And we have so many opportunities to know people. So let's just keep trying to seek to understand. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. And keep doing what you're doing. Can't wait till the trunk or treat. You'll be there and I'll make sure. Thank you again, you both. And yeah, over and out.
Big shout out and a big thank you to Valor Mentoring that recorded the video and audio for this podcast, Changing Lives That Change Lives. And thank you to Remodeling by Classic Homes for sponsoring this podcast. Thank you so much for joining us at the kitchen table with Soraida and friends. Please follow us on social media. You can find this podcast on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcast.